I'm going to be unlocking the Platinum Trophy in Garten of Banban 8. And if you think this is going to be quick and easy Platinum, then yeah, you're actually right. But there's a ton of lore to unpack. And to beat the game, I have to find every note, take down every boss, and somehow not die a single time. Join me as I unlock all 18 trophies on the path to Platinum. First and foremost, huge shout out to the Euphoric Brothers for gifting me a key. Hey, I love y'all. Thank you. We kick things off with the usual eerie intro, picking up right where Banban 0 left off, at the closet. After a few clicks, the parent character, aka Miss Mommy or Daddy, still don't know their real name, wakes up face to face with a Javanian citizen knocking at their cage. Yup, you remember those dudes from Banban 7? Right, Syringian's little creations? Well, now we're in prison, and this guy, he's a guard. Turns out, this whole place is Syringian's prison. And remember, he's the one who cold knocked us out at the end of Banban 7. And now, we got one job. Get an ID card. After getting our mugshot taken, it's time to get to work. Of course, I'm not alone. Stinger Flynn is here. Drained of all his Javanium by Syringian. Let me tell you, he is not happy with me.
Where your antics have landed us
I'm sorry, bro.
both.
You're so cute, though.
I'm never reaching the beach now. You're never seeing your children again.
Never say never, bro.
Allez, assez discuté. Au travail.
Oh, my bad, bro.
This is all your fault. The surgeon runs everything now.
After that awkward ass conversation, I decide it's time to get to work. Because I'm an efficient little inmate, I smash every single rock in sight, earning us our first trophy, Superhuman. Yeah, Superhuman. Mine every rock in the prison work site. Yeah, I'm not a regular human. I grab the work slip, but before turning it in, I run into the guy we were walking with earlier. That interaction earns us our second trophy, Stalker. But let's get back on track. As I head into turning the slip, I notice all the homies are here. Bambalina, the Opila Birds, Nabnalina, and Imposter Banban upstairs, and even Kamataki and Tamataki chilling outside in another building. Collectively, that site earns us our next
Familiar
trophy.
faces.
Visit all of your old friends in prison. This is Kamataki and Tamataki and Kamataki. Kamataki and Tamataki? Yeah, something like that, bro. Once I finally hand in the slip, I return to my cell block. One of the prisoners tells me the boss wants to talk. And that boss is none other than Sir Dadadoo. Why they put Jumbo Josh in the same cell? What is tooted all the way up? I don't know. Anyway, Dadadoo says they've got an escape plan, which is wild, considering I literally clapped this man's cheeks a few games ago. But hey, desperate times, desperate measures. So we go to sleep, only for the plan to be foiled by the one and only Sheriff Toadster.
Well, well, well.
Sheriff Toadster.
Meet your new warden, you cockroaches.
We watch him murk the prisoner, who told us not to say nothing, by the way. And just when things look bleak, boom, a truck crashes through the wall, saving me. So I thought.
Everyone, get in the back, now! Landmines ahead!
Landmines?
We've fallen off the bridge!
How did you get across the bridge? Huh? We wake up in what looks like the same place from the end of Banban 0, earning our next trophy. That's when we find the closet. My guy Flumbo has been trapped in the closet for 20 years? How many years? I have no idea.
Who are you? Are you it? I thought
No, bro.
17 was the secret.
I just released you. I freed you from your prison.
Playing with us?
Do you realize
Too
how
bad
old you
for
are?
you. This spot is already taken.
You stupid.
Wait, someone's coming.
Then Banban shows up, and he's looking rough. Banban mentions that the surgeon needs Flumbo, but something about that line screams bad idea. Flumbo brings up 17, aka Bitter Giggle, but let's be real, that dead. Banban leads us to a train, and this is where we find our very first note. And this one's packed with lore. We learn about Case 29, aka the Anteater Brushista. She was briefly name dropped back in Banban 7 and 0.
Garten of Banban. Rashida.
Turns out the docs think she was working with Syringian, the Queen, Sheriff Toadster, and Bitter Giggle. But she's gone missing, and no one knows where she is. First off, we board the train. Banban's looking for answers, and that's when Syringian comes in with the little PSA over the intercom. Apparently, I'm dangerous now. And this man is offering 10 lollipops as a bounty, dead or alive. Well, that's what we're doing now? He also mentions the new reclamation team. And out of the 6, I only recognized a few. The Claw, aka Larry the Lobster. Nah, I'm kidding. It's Clarenzo. The Mushroom from Banban Zero, Truffle Toot. And the biggest snitch of them all, Sheriff Toadster. I can't wait to kill him, bro. But the other 3, yeah, we haven't met them yet. Banban decides to drop us off at the old clinic and says Syringian will kill us otherwise. So now the goal is simple. Get to the clinic, sneak in through the back door of the tower, and as soon as we step off the train, we find our first floppy disk. See, these are used in a little machine inside the clinic. You'll need all of them to get the trophy doctor in the making. We power on the TV, drop in the floppy, or module, activating the Bitter Giggle AI assistant. The Bitter Giggle assistant thinks we're Dr. Uthman, who we still haven't seen, by the way. We also get a new shiny tool designed just for humans. This thing acts as a key and can also deliver a non-lethal shock. That color-coded charge is gonna come in handy. Inside the clinic, we crack open our first door and pick up our second floppy. This one's about cases 10B through 10G, the birds. Yup, the Opila lineage.
These were subcases created solely for the purpose of allowing Case 10 to develop motherly traits and Case 21 to develop fatherly traits. They appear to be miniature versions of both Case 10 and Case 21, even having an almost identical DNA. The module mainly details the molding of their bodies and application of DNA. You're probably very familiar with this process, Uthman.
Keep going, and boom, floppy number 3. This one's all about cases 12A through 12G. Captain Fiddles and his ragtag crew.
They appear to have been a group of very similarly structured cases meant to mimic the behavior of human children. Wow, there's a lot of entries on here detailing their troubled behavior and hard time understanding human commands. It states here that only one of the 8 subcases actually managed to reach satisfactory levels of the desired behavior, but doesn't specify which one. Testing on the remaining subcases continues to this day.
Then, further along in the bathroom, we find note 2. And this note, it's about Flumbo, case 6C, and how he went missing. But these idiots didn't even bother checking the closet. And would you believe where they were checking? Inside Ramamba's booty hole. They gave him a colonoscopy. What the heck? And side note, Ramamba is apparently such a good digger that they use him to expand the facility underground. He's the reason this place is so damn deep. With the cyan color now unlocked, we solve another color puzzle. Grab the purple key card, open a door, and snag floppy number 4. And since we got the purple key card, we can now unlock this door to get the orange key card. And that floppy we picked up, it's all about case 4B.
4B. It appears that cases 4B make up the majority of non-human patients that are treated at this clinic. Their injuries include everything and anything imaginable. Only case 4 was permitted to operate on them, since no other staff members understood their anatomy quite like case 4. Which makes sense, given that case 4 is the one that creates instances of cases 4B.
Next room, it's a doctor's office. And inside, we grab the 5th and final floppy, which talks about case 6C, Flumbo.
Module is for case 6C. Most of the entries on it are missing or corrupted, but allow me to inform you of what data remains readable. At an unspecified point in time, the clay body of 6C was brought to this clinic to receive its first application of DNA. Its DNA appears to have been a more perfected version of the DNA of a previous failed case, the original case 6. There's also mention of a theoretical case 6D, a variant of 6C, in that it was hypothetically possible to manifest, but was never actually observed. The entries into this module end very abruptly, and not because they are missing or have been corrupted. It's very strange.
And just like that, you get the Doctor in the Making trophy. They also talk about case 6D, which we haven't seen just yet. With all the floppies loaded, we head back to the doc's office and meet a very special Javanium citizen. See, this guy's obsessed with Nabnalina and wants help recreating his one true love, since we're the ones who created her in Banban 3. And how do we do this? Through a puzzle, of course. And let's just say, it does not go well.
Oh my god.
We grab the red key card, but before we can process what just happened, Clorenzo shows up and snatches him away. That triggers our first boss fight. Clorenzo has a shock collar, and the key to the fight is using your color charge tool to zap him with the correct combo. After a few zaps, his head literally goes pop. Ooh, blew his head off. My game froze. But of course, my game crashes mid-pop. This fight should have earned us the trophy, the lobster, but hey, guess I'm running it back later. Back on track, we hit some switches and find note 3, all about case 43 Truffle Toot. Y'all remember him from Banban Zero? Well, apparently, his glowing ability is from one of his internal organs, and removing it won't be good for him. And did I mention that the organ can actually blind you? I wouldn't want to remove it either. We keep moving and finally enter the tower, grabbing note number 4 along the way. See, this one talks about Truffle Toot spores, now designated as case 43B. Once we get to the top, we pass by a bunch of precious art pieces and grab note number 5, which adds even more info about these spores. Apparently, they're growing and glowing out of control. And revive our old buddy the drone, earning the trophy long time no see. And after viewing all that art, boom, art connoisseur unlocks. At this point, Flumbo is locked up, and Zolfius, big boy, is just chilling in the background. We unlock Flumbo, but Syringian and Banban show up.
We have here.
Oh no.
Sit back down on the bed, buddy.
But why? I don't understand.
They're trying to use this dude for his parts to make Banban whole again.
We're going to explain to you the new rules of the game.
Yeah, Flumbo has other plans, bro. This dude straight up yeets us into Zolfius. Did he just jump? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, we're going in him? Inside him? Okay. Okay. We wake up in a village at the bottom of Zolfius' stomach, and apparently my guy Flumbo's been locked up for allegedly setting the place on fire. But come on, man, we all know he didn't do it. The village elder tells us we'll need 3 ministers to vote on Flumbo's freedom. Cool. Sounds simple enough. Until all 3 of them vote no.
No. And no.
What did you do? Now I'm never getting out of here.
So time for plan B. Find the actual arsonist. Turns out it was a hyena named Varza, one of the new reclamation team members. How he ended up down here? I haven't the slightest clue. But now we have to bait this fire-breathing maniac into drinking juice. Guess where he gets the juice from? The wall sacks. And guess what we do? We charge it with electricity. And after a few rounds of that, we get him. Unlocking the trophy, the hyena. The hyena. That's for killing Varza. Gotcha. Gotcha. We show the elder who's responsible, and by doing so, clears Flumbo's name.
Real perpetrator is. I'm sorry about this.
Okay. Aren't you gonna unlock it?
It was never locked in the first place.
The elder drops some more on us. Flumbo was the real superstar, not Banban.
Who's that?
You are. Forget this 6C nonsense. Your real name is Flumbo, and you were robbed of your true purpose. You were created to become the superstar of the facility's cast, and this did not sit well with everybody.
Back at the guest house, we run into Stinger Flynn, who shows us a flashback memory. It looks like they were all about to be executed by Sir Dadadoo. Until Ramamba came flying in, saving everybody. Oh my. Flashback ends. End of the line. Trophy unlocked. Survived execution with Stinger Flynn and friends. Okay. Friends? Fuck am I saying, bro? Suddenly, we wake back up and the village is back on fire. So clearly, we did not kill Varza. But thankfully, the Javanian citizens decided to build a ladder out of themselves. Before we leave, the elder hands us a tape and says to show Banban.
Take this. Show this to Banban. You'll know when to use it. Now, be
Wonder
on
what's
your
on
way.
it. We escape, meet back up with Flumbo and Stinger Flynn, but then a Syringian broadcast appears. Looks like the bounty's been increased to 12 lollipops now. F you, Syringian. We also learn he's holding Bambalina hostage. So it's off to the secondary vat bay. Before that, we pass through the music room where we need to count the different music notes and enter our findings. Here, we keep talking to Flumbo.
You haven't seen a giant snake around here, have you? No. Please say no. I sure hope the others are okay. If I'm bigger, and 6 is bigger, does that mean they're all bigger too?
Until we unlock the trophy, Case 6C.
I enjoyed this place
Fully
a
speak to
lot
Flumbo
more
about his
when it was
past.
just a bunch of us playing hide
Cool.
and seek.
After we enter the shapes, we end up getting stuck and trapped in a room. Get your ass in here. Oh, never mind.
What's happening? Your thing isn't working.
Only way to free ourselves is by solving this memory puzzle. But before we do that, we pick up note 7. Yes, I know. Last note was note 5. Side note, I missed note 6 in the music room. Oops, my bad. And note 7, it does drop some serious lore. Turns out Dadadu used the scepter to control the naughty ones, which we already knew. The scepter's still a major player in the overarching story. After solving the puzzle though, we make our way into the storage hall and hear voices. That shit is creepy, bro. This is where we're introduced to Miss Mimicker, a freaky creature that lures you in with their freaking mimicking voices before chasing you down and eating your ass. And guess what? It ate my ass. I died. There goes my no death run. How did he catch me? I'm gonna have to play the game again. Miss Mimicker, her eyes are on you. You should be on your surround. Fuck! I gotta play the game anyways. F you. Second try though, we cut off her head and unlock the trophy Slow Loris. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Cut your fucking head off. Maybe you have to play this game a second Slow Loris. I'm so pissed.
What was that?
And it looks like Gavars is here just talking shit to us. Like, bro, I'm gonna kill you again.
With your stupid little ears. You think you're so perfect. Nobody escapes my fire.
You gonna burn me? You gonna burn me? Now in the same area, we find note number 8, which expands on case 20, the scepter. Turns out that the Banbanners refuse to let the scientists take the scepter. Why? Because the scepter, it emits some sort of Javanic waves that hijack Javanium creatures, which we've seen at the end of Banban 6. Further ahead, as we're walking, we look up and we see a giant Javanium-infused Nab-Nab who looks like he molted or something. In this area, we also grab note number 9, which confirms when the scepter is in Dadadu or Queen Bouncilia's hands, it lets them control others remotely, which we've also seen before. This note really ties the whole Naughty One subplot together. Flumbo leads us into the next area where we need to get an elevator running. While searching for buttons and a key card, we find note number 10. This one's huge. Apparently, the scientists were trying to recreate the obedience properties of the scepter, and they sort of succeeded, but it kind of backfired. Their artificial clay shells became weaker, yet they're still super dangerous to humans. We unlocked the pink key card, and now we gotta solve a memory puzzle. We activate the elevator and unlock the trophy, Fix It Flumbo. Fix It Flumbo, ascend the elevator, let's go. Flumbo is venting his emotions. He's realizing that Banban was never really his friend, and he can't understand why Syringian loves Banban more than him.
Finally let me out. It was also they could harvest me for parts. This father guy. Why does he care so much for 6 anyway? If we're so similar, shouldn't he care for me just as much?
Once we reach the secondary vat bay, we find note number 11, and it's another big one. There's no name on it, but it sounds like it's written by Dr. Uthman Adam, the same name we saw on a plane ticket back in Banban 1. He mentions someone else, possibly Weaverly Mason and the surgeon, aka Syringian. He says we'll have to find the time to get down there when no one's expecting any of us 3 to be somewhere else. I'm thinking this could be connected to experimenting on the children. Drop your theories in the comment section below, and if I'm onto something, like the video while you're at it. We continue to the top of the vat bay and find Syringian, Banban, and Banbalina hanging from the ceiling. Looks like Syringian was waiting for us all along.
I knew you wouldn't be able to hold back.
7, I'm getting you out of there.
Might as well just go ahead and do it.
7, no! Is that a projector?
That's when Flumbo tells us to put the tape on, and we see Syringian experimenting on Banban. This is where it all started. This is where his pancreas addiction was born, and this is how he became Hellish Banban.
You're the reason I'm like this? Why would you do that?
At the time,
You were just another random case to me.
But here's the twist. Syringian loves Banban, like legitimately.
Become my favorite experiment. But we can try to reverse it.
Favorite experiment?
But love ain't enough to stop what's coming next. Oh, he's spazzing. Oh. Are you all right? Oh, damn. That's a buff boy.
Knew this would happen one day.
God damn, that's a buff boy.
All my creations, you were the most fascinating.
That's a buff boy. Oh! Banban blasts a hole straight through Syringian's chest. We see Nanny in the back watching us. Why is she here? What's her role in all of this? Syringian says,
I won't see the final stage.
I don't know what that means, but I've got a feeling it's really bad. Banban throws Syringian aside like he's yesterday's trash, and that's when Flumbo pulls out the most Hulk move imaginable.
There's one thing you need to know about me, Six. I'm not the perfect version of you that they wanted me to be, and you're not as imperfect as they want you to think. I'm just better at controlling my anger.
Flumbo transforms into his hellish form too, and then we get a showdown. Two buff boys fighting. Weave. Yup. Damn. Oh yeah, buff boy versus buff boy. Which one's better, the red or the blue? I'm going with the blue. Don't die, Flumbo. Oh no! Hellish altercation. Witness the final battle. Golly. Before leaving the Vat Bay, we grab a yellow key card, and just as we're about to head through the next door, a nasty Mimicker voice starts creeping in again. Not today, Satan. I head through the yellow key card door, where we find a secret room and unlock the trophy, the troll. Also, what the hell is an Oni Balloony? I need answers. We pick up note number 12, our final one, except I realized I missed one earlier. So yeah, no reader trophy yet. Note 12 drops some big info. See, the scientists no longer want to use the scepter to control the Banbanners. They've realized they don't even understand the long-term effects, and honestly, their creations are all unstable enough already. In the secret room, the whiteboards are filled with everything we've already learned. Then we flip on the TV, and it says, all will be uncovered. We head into the next room and see the tale of Brashista. She's here, and she cuts off Mimic's head.
She moved like smoke, silent, choking, inevitable. And I quote her, you need me as much as I need you. Trust me. Now, the rules change.
That ends the story and earns us the trophy, Anti-Devil. But of course, I'm missing 3 trophies, so I boot the game back up and run it again. This time we beat Clarenzo without the game crashing, unlocking the trophy, the Lobster. There it is, the Lobster, defeat Clarenzo. For whatever reason, didn't pop last time. Then we revisit the music room, grab the missing note, and unlock the Reader trophy. This note gives more detail on Truffle Tooth's spores. Apparently, they just passively release spores. Yes, the spores are releasing spores, and the only way to contain it is an airtight room. Then I go for the no death run, and this time, we finish strong. No deaths, all completion, 100% of it to be exact. And just like that, we wrapped up Garten of Banban 8. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a video. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I love you, bro.